the world's largest island, ice sheets kilometers thick, Vikings who vanished without a trace, Inuit who survived the Little Ice Age. How did a tiny nation on the edge of the world shape human history? Hey everyone! Today, we're covering the entire history of Greenland in just 10 minutes, from the first hunters 4,500 years ago to modern debates about independence. Only real, verified facts, surprising details, and what actually happened. Let's go chronologically. 1. Ancient history and first inhabitants, 2500 BC to 1100 AD. The first people reached Greenland around 2500 BC. These were Paleo-Eskimo cultures, like the Saqqaq, who migrated from North America across the frozen straits from Canada. Several waves followed: Independence 1, Dorset, and others. These groups came and went. Some disappeared entirely or migrated away. Surprising fact: Greenland was completely uninhabited during the gaps between these migrations. The direct ancestors of today's Greenlanders belong to the Thule culture Inuit, who arrived around 1100 to 1300 AD. They were highly mobile hunters of sea mammals and perfectly adapted to the Arctic environment. Today, about 90% of Greenland's population are descendants of these Inuit people, known as Kalalit. 2. The Viking Age, Erik the Red and Norse settlements, 982 to 1450. In 982, the Norwegian Viking Erik the Red, exiled from Iceland for manslaughter, discovered the island. 3 years later, he returned to Iceland and named it Greenland, to attract settlers. The southwestern fjords really were greener in summer due to a relatively mild climate at the time. In 986, the first expedition arrived. Out of 25 ships, 14 made it. 2 main settlements formed: the eastern settlement near modern Qaqortoq and the western settlement near Nuuk. Population peaked at around 3,000 to 6,000 people across roughly 280 farms. They raised cattle, sheep, and even grew some barley. Amazing fact number 1. Erik's son, Leif Erikson, sailed further west around the year 1000 and reached North America, Vinland, nearly 500 years before Columbus. Christianity arrived in the 11th century. A bishopric was established at Gardar in 1126. In 1261, Greenland officially became part of Norway. But by around 1450, all Norse settlements had mysteriously disappeared. The last written record is a wedding at Valsey Church in 1408. Surprising fact number 2. Recent research points to a combination of factors: the onset of the Little Ice Age, sharp cooling, declining trade in walrus ivory, their main export, rising sea levels that flooded farms, and possible contact or conflict with incoming Thule Inuit. The Inuit survived and adapted. The Norse did not. 3. The period of isolation and Danish return, 1450 to 1950. For nearly 300 years, Europe almost forgot about Greenland. Danish-Norwegian kings still claimed the island formally, but there was little contact. The colonial era truly began in 1721 when Norwegian-Danish missionary Hans Egede founded a settlement near Nuuk and a Lutheran mission. In 1776, Denmark introduced a full trade monopoly. The coast was closed to foreigners until 1950. Greenland became a closed colony. Denmark aimed for gradual development without harsh exploitation. Trade focused on furs, walrus ivory, and whale products. Surprising fact: during World War II, 1940 to 1945, while Denmark was occupied by Nazi Germany, the United States protected Greenland and built military bases. These bases remained after the war, including secret projects like Camp Sentry under the ice in the 1960s, part of a planned nuclear missile system that was later abandoned. 4. Modern Greenland, from colony to self-government, 1950 to present. In 1953, Greenland became an equal part of the Kingdom of Denmark, no longer a colony. Major reforms followed in education, infrastructure, and healthcare. 1979. A referendum led to home rule. Greenland got its own parliament. 2009. Expanded self-government. Greenland now controls its natural resources, police, courts, and much of its foreign policy, except defense and overall foreign affairs. The official language is Greenlandic, Kalaallisut. Surprising fact number 3. The population is only about 56,500 to 57,000 people as of 2026. Yet Greenland is the world's largest island, 2,166,086 square kilometers, bigger than France, Germany, Spain, and the UK combined. Around 80 to 81% of the territory is covered by the Greenland ice sheet, the second largest ice mass on Earth after Antarctica. Today, Greenland is at the forefront of climate change. The ice sheet is melting, ancient Viking ruins are being exposed or eroded, and new opportunities for mining are opening up. Debates about full independence continue, but the economy still relies heavily on Danish subsidies and fisheries. Conclusion. Greenland's story is one of survival in the harshest conditions, 5,000 years of migrations, a Viking golden age, the mysterious disappearance of an entire European colony, and the rise of a modern Inuit nation. This remote island has influenced world maps, supplied Europe with walrus ivory, and remains a key strategic point in the Arctic. Which facts surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. The next video will explore even more mysterious places. See you soon!